Hello, students. My name is Jabamalai Raj, Assistant Teacher MDES. Today, I welcome you all back to your 10th Standard English class. Today, we are going to learn a new lesson called Concert by Shanta Rameshwar Rao. Before we see the lesson, let's see about the author. Shanta Rameshwar Rao was born in 1924. She is an Indian writer of myths, legends, folk tales, short stories, and picture books for children. She has retold tales from Indian scriptures and reworked folk tales and myths from little known tribal communities and far flung areas of India. Her major works are in Tales of Ancient India. She retells original stories like how the stork got its long neck and why snakes have forked tongues, children's Mahabharata, and in worship of Shiva, drawn from Hindu myth and scripture, have demons, gods, and human as characters. She stresses the importance of wise action in our public as well as private life. This lesson revolves around many characters. The first one is Anand, who was 15 years old boy and suffered from a deadly disease called cancer. The second one is Smita. She's a 16-year-old girl and sister of Anand. She is the one who fulfilled her brother's wish at last. Third is Anant and Smita's father and mother. Fourth is Aunt Shushila. She is Anant and Smita's auntie. And the fifth one is the two main characters are Pandit Ravishankar and Ustav Allaraka. Both are great musicians. Pandit Ravishankar is an Indian sitarist and composer. Ustav Allaraka is an Indian tabla player and frequently accompanied with Pandit Ravishankar to the concerts. This story is a real life story in which a girl who fulfills her brother's wish. Now, all of you look at the text. The concert by Shanta Rameshwar Rao. One morning, in a small apartment in Bombay, a girl of about 16 looked up from the newspaper and said excitedly, Pandit Ravishankar's playing tomorrow at the Shanmukananda Auditorium. Shh, shh, said her mother, pointing to the figure sleeping on the bed. You'll wake him up. You know he needs all the sleep and rest he can get. Now, students, in the first paragraph, Smita, her mother, and her brother Anand, who was suffering from cancer, came to Bombay for treatment. They halted in Aunt Sushila's apartment in Bombay. One fine day, Smita, who was a 16-year-old girl, while reading the newspaper, said excitedly that Pandit Ravishankar's concert will be held at Shanmukananda Auditorium the next day. When she told her mother loudly, her mother said to her, Don't shout, your brother will wake up. Her mother cautioned her daughter not to disturb because he needs sleep and complete rest. Look at the second para. But the boy on the bed was not asleep. Pandit Ravishankar, he said. Pandit Ravishankar, the sitar maestro, he raised himself up on his elbows for 1 second, then fell back. But his eyes were shining. We mustn't miss the chance, he said. I've, I've always wanted to hear him and see him. Yes, students, in this second paragraph, the writer trying to make us understand that the boy was not sleeping, he was fond of music and wanted to learn sitar. Both brother and sister joined the sitar class. When he heard the name Pandit Ravishankar, he was eager to know the details. So he tried to raise himself upon his elbows, but he couldn't. He fell back. What chance did the boy not like to miss? The boy did not want to miss Pandit Ravishankar's concert because it is a chance of a lifetime. It was a rare opportunity. Such a great artist never give his concert frequently. Look at the third para. Lie down, son, lie down. His mother sprang to his side. He actually raised himself up without help. She murmured with a catch in her throat, and her eyes turned to the idols on a corner shelf. The prayer which she uttered endlessly came unbidden to her lips. In this para, mother came and said to him, lie down, son, lie down. She was helpless. Seeing her son's condition, she felt very bad and uttered a prayer. Look at the fourth para. I must hear him and see him. The boy repeated. It is the chance of a lifetime. Then he began to cough and gasp for breath and had to be given oxygen from the cylinder that stood under the bed. But his large eyes were fixed on his sister. In this para, Anand repeated, I must hear him and see him. It is the chance of a lifetime. Immediately he began to cough and struggled to breathe and had to be given oxygen from the cylinder. But his large eyes were fixed on his sister. He was looking at her constantly. Look at the fifth para. Smita bit her lip in self reproach. She had been so excited at seeing the announcement that she had not remembered that her brother was very ill. She had seen how the doctors had shaken their heads gravely and spoken words that neither she nor her parents could understand. But somewhere deep inside, Smita had known the frightening truth that Anand was going to die. The word cancer had hung in the air. Her brother was dying of cancer, even though she pretended that all would be well and they would return together, a small family of four, to their home in Gaganpur. And he was only 15 and the best table tennis player in the school and the fastest runner. He was learning to play the sitar they were both taking sitar lessons. But Anand was better than her, as in many other things. He was already able to compose his own tunes to the astonishment of their guru. Then cancer had struck and they had come to Bombay so that he could be treated at the cancer hospital in the city. Now, students, in this para, Smita had bitten her lips herself because she had done the mistake. She is blaming herself without noticing the condition of her brother. Looking at the announcement of the newspaper, she is excited and forgot that her brother is ill. She is very much aware of the fact that the doctors had not given any hope or assurance of the recovery of her brother. And the doctors, whatever they spoke, were neither understood by Smita nor her parents. Somewhere she knew the frightening truth. What was the frightening truth? Her brother is going to die. The word hung in the air means worrying someone. Now, the word cancer had been worrying the entire family. Here, Anand's family members were pretending, means acting. The whole family is acting that Anand would get cured soon and they would return together to their native, that is Gaganpur. And this paragraph also shows that Anand is a multi-talented boy because he was very good at even in studies and sports. He was the best table tennis player and the fastest runner in the school. They both, Smita and Anand, used to go to sitar classes, but Anand is better than in each and every activity. In sitar classes also he is better. He was able to compose his own tunes at the very young age, and his guru was completely surprised at his performance. Although his life goes smoothly, yet cancer had struck him. Means cancer had affected him. Thus, the entire family had moved to Bombay so that he could be treated at the cancer hospital in the city. Look at the sixth para. Whenever they came to Bombay, the family stayed with Aunt Shushila. Her apartment was not big, but there was always room for them. They had come with high hopes in the miracles of modern science. They told themselves that Anand would be cured at the hospital and he would again walk and run and even take part in the forthcoming table tennis tournament. And he would play the sitar and perhaps would be a great sitarist one day. But his condition grew worse with each passing day, and the doctors at the cancer hospital said, take him home, give him the things he likes, indulge him, and they knew then that the boy had not many days to live. But they did not voice their fears. They laughed and smiled and talked and surrounded Anand with whatever made him happy. They fulfilled his every need and gave whatever he asked for. And now he was asking to go to the concert, the chance of a lifetime, he was saying. When you are better, his mother said, this is not the last time they are going to play. In this para, whenever Anand's family came to Bombay to treat Anand, they used to stay in Aunt Shushila's apartment. Though her apartment was small, yet a separate room kept ready for them. Anand's father and mother believed in modern medical science. They told each other that Anand would be cured at the city hospital and he would again walk and run as he was earlier, and even he will take part in the forthcoming table tennis tournament. Anand's parents had a great hope that one day he would play the sitar and become a sitarist. But the doctors in that hospital told Anand's parents that his condition grew worse every day, and the doctors advised them to take Anand to home and give him the things he likes, make him to feel very happy, allow him to do whatever he wants to do, because they knew that the boy is going to die soon. They did not raise the matter in front of Anand that is going to die. Instead, what they have done, they laughed and smiled in front of Anand and talked and surrounded him and made him feel happy. His parents fulfilled each and every need. Whatever he may ask, they used to fulfill. But now he was asking to take him to the concert in which Pandit Ravi Shankar was going to play at Shanmukananda Auditorium. Finally, his mother tries to convince him. What was he saying? This is a lifetime chance. I have great desire to listen to him. But his mother said, when you are better, when you got cured, I will definitely take you to the concert, but not now. And she told him that this is not the last time they are going to play. Next time we will take you. So, this is how his mother convinced him. Now, all of you, take down your home assignment. The first question is, why do you think the mother cautioned the girl? The second one is, in what way was the truth frightening to Smita? Thank you.